Okay, hello and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong, where I had planned to play, well originally it was Don't Starve Together, but then, you know, plans change. So then I was going to play 007, the new game. The trouble is, for some reason it's a bit broken and when you click launch it doesn't launch, so that's a problem. So we're fighting some sort of boss, that's what we're doing at the moment. And we're going to go up there and see what that guy wants. But no, we're going to defeat that boss eventually today. How much money have I got? Well, none, because we died. So it's all going to be on our body, isn't it? We will inevitably beat this guy eventually. Just a matter of time. Now it will mean that we're warming up a little bit with, you know, first run of the day, but it's fine, we'll get that. Okay. He was in a bit of an unfortunate position, but we didn't get hit. We almost bounced off his head, so, you know, that's something. It's up this way, past the weird teeth in the wall. Weird teeth in the wall serve some sort of purpose, but who knows what. Anyway, hello. Thank you again to Jacob who picked for the gift of the game. I forgot we've got this area to deal with first before we get there. So yeah, we're going to explore. But, you know, we have got 007 First Lights. We managed to... Ow! Get hit in the face by that thing very effectively. Okay. Was that worth it? Nobody knows. Probably not. You know, that was worth it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to... Oh yeah, I can get close to him whilst he does that. No! Damn it. Ow. Okay, so we just need to, you know, be a bit more careful with him than I have been being. I was not as careful as I should be. Okay, we can get hits on him, sneaky hits. Ow. Got that. When he drills my face though. Ow. Okay, we need to get better at dodging that, I think. I could have got some hits on him then. That was... very unfortunate. No. Okay. We need to time our stuff a bit better and stop getting drilled in the face by that thing. For definite. But how is everyone? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I was prepared for him to come out that time. No! How did he miss that? That was stupid. No! Nah! Okay. I mean, we're getting closer to defeating him. Just, you know, use the challenge. Yeah, we were gonna do, some First Light, but for some reason, and it seems a very common reason, it doesn't launch when you click play. Now it did have the deluxe edition, so I might have been able to play it early. Didn't try because I thought I'll wait till the actual launch, and I don't know if the actual launch day has maybe done something, or you know, if other people have done things that have made it so that the deluxe edition doesn't launch. You know, maybe they were streaming before they were meant to or something, but I didn't. I thought, you know, even though I've been sent the key and I could load it early, I wanted to wait till the launch day. Now that it's launch day, it doesn't necessarily load for me. So yeah, like, you know, and it's a few people have got it on the forums, it seems, the same issue where it just doesn't load right now. But we'll figure it out. Okay, if we hit his bullets back at him, they can hurt him, which is good. So we might want to use that to our advantage and not, you know, sit in... Try to hit him with ourselves. We'll hit him with his own bullets. Because I think that's a little safer for us. There we go. At least one hit, you know. It's a little less dangerous. I was maybe being stupid, and then I realised, well, I could have actually hit him there. Meh. Okay, I'm being careless again. Ow. Being very careless. Ow. He's firing his minions at us. That was cheeky. Meh. He came from the floor. I didn't see him coming from the floor. You little cheeky. Ow. Friends. No! Not the sneaky one from the ceiling. Okay. This is fine. He tried to sneak me out the floor again. Okay, he didn't come for me in the floor. But I did get hit by that nonsense. Okay, got him, got him. Ow. That would have sucked to die to the little thing then. Okay, we got him. And it plays music for him. We'll have to pay respect for him, I'm sorry, but... He almost got me with his little minion there. Almost. Okay, so... Now we've got to the big thing that's over here. Is that there's more? I mean, there's not necessarily that much more on the map. Suspicious. Very suspicious. What secrets are you hiding? Okay, the secret is probably I need to glide back from the highest point there on the way back, and there might be something. At water's source, at Coral's heart, our lords born last to rule. I mean, we learned that that breaks and regrows before, so... There's not another boss in here, is there? There's an awful big army you've got going on here. Remember our strength. Alone against the pale night. Now none to resist but us. Remember our strength. Remember our rule. All lost to fear. All to bow. Alone against the pale light. Now none to resist but us. All lost to fear. Remember our rule. Strength. Okay. Conch cutter. Interesting, interesting. Spiral weapon from the conch barrier, so we can throw the ricocheting things now. That's big. Interesting, interesting. So we need to also, you know, kill things with the other thing, because we need to slice and dice some things. A bench. Why would there just be a secret bench? Like, you know, some of these secrets, they feel like they're incomplete, you know? Just a bench in there. Why just a bench? I guess the bench would allow us to equip the thing, but... Okay, I'm going back, just because we could reach that wall. And then there's a thing! A ledge! Now, why would there be a suspicious ledge up here? This is very suspicious. To be nothing. That's a little too suspicious for there to be nothing. There's something with that ledge. What it is, I don't know, but there's something. Okay, so is that everywhere that we can go? Right, so we need to get the Courier's rasher of bacon. And also shredded organ. And then, like, you know, they filled the Sands of Karak a bit there, but there's a bit of a gap between there and Mount Fay. And there's a bit of a gap under the slab, and then there's more gaps. And everywhere there's a gap, there's a secret bit of map, right? That's how it works in Hollow Knight. They will fill a secret bit of map everywhere that they can. But then, you know, now that we've done that, now what do we do? But that old ledge up there is very suspicious. That wasn't where I killed him. Forget which exact parts of the map he's in. Jumps in the sand because, you know, I thought it was the way down. It was not the way down. This is the way down. Like, what's that about as well? That's like everything. Suspicious. Itchy nose. So what was in here again? Just a thing that we got a thing from. Yes, okay. Was one of the great ingredients of Pharloom. Crust nut. For the guy. Shank has moved along. No longer in there. Ba-ba-bum. Okay, this isn't the room that I was thinking it was. There's the room that I was thinking it was. There was the spikes between. Okay. So I've got some money. Some tasty goodies. Yes, I might be. But I've only got 79. Okay, you've got sign up as a thief snitch. Basic tool of job. Throw your big needle to scratch shiny straight off your target. Okay. Spool fragments. Cylinder. Some crafting kits. I mean, you got a lot of things. I just don't have a lot of money on. Because I may have lost it all. Don't have a lot of everything, you know, for all of the supplies, to be honest. Okay, so I mean, if that's all done, we found another moth. If I go to the Grand Bellway, I can go to the bench above the guy. Or is the cauldron, was it in whiteboards? Was it underwards? Is it in here? It might be that one. Citadel spa. That's the great dining hall. So there's a bench right by it. Grand Bellway. Well, we're gonna head to the Grand Bellway. I'm curious if you can do the cheat. Cheat teleport to a bench sort of thing, you know? Maybe, because, you know, through running around with the bacon a million times. Okay, so we need to go up, left, up, up. Okay, also, I need cooked organs. Does that not give me cooked organs? Ooh. My understanding of how to get the cooked organs was not quite correct. I thought it would be use our tool that cooks them. But maybe it just means that's specific types of creatures and not like these sentient guys. These guys might be too sentient for the creature. Yeah, I'm not going to chase all his stuff. And that's an easy bug to get there, but... And we're not even getting just ordinary... Losing a lot of health. Ordinary things from them, are we? These guys just doing the job. You don't need to pester them. Okay. That's not where the up is. Puppies. Okay, maybe I can't use them for some uppies because the up is here. It doesn't seem to be open, which is annoying. I'll get some money while we're at it. Things. I know that other guy would also come alive. Ow. He should have died in the spikes there. Stupid bell. Get in my way. Okay, there's bench. Benchy. I marked things on the map, right? Why is this? I guess it's a one-way door, perhaps, then. Why is this door not there? Not going to go explore, because it'll just dump me back down to there, and, you know, if it's a one-way door, it's a one-way door, isn't it? Okay. Ow. Ow. But that bench isn't necessarily the best bench to get to the bacon. And teleport straight in with it. The one in the spa is better. Okay, the walls look musical. Ah. Bench. Okay. What does that do again? Takes us down. Down a hole we haven't been in. Hang on. I've not been down this hole. What? So for anyone that has adverts, step wants now to stop other adverts. Why would I have never gone down this hole? The very unusual thing to do is to not go down the hole. I mean, you know, maybe I thought I'll come back to this later and didn't, but not on our map. Well, that is the strangest and most pointless hole. It doesn't appear on the map though. I guess we have been down it and it just doesn't appear on the map. Interesting. Didn't mean to waste that. It's very curious. Very curious. Okay, so. For lack of better thing, we're going to try and cheese the bacon. Okay. First thing we should do is see what enemies stand between us. Ow. That's one. Then up there, and then in here, and then I think we can just jump up there. We can also hand in everything else that we got while we're at it. It's a shame we can't sit on any of these, because these would be real nice to sit on. You know, the chair's right next to the guy. Hey, get up. So I bring the ingredients to the dish. At last, my master is within away from hunger. Let's see what gifts you bring. Pickled muck maggot. So the banished chef's recipes outlived them after all. Not so, sir. I claimed the maggot from the chef themselves, but now they are dead. So yes, you're right. Their brutish work continues, even with their shell claimed by cursed threads. Incredible! A bug so devout they could cook with mind expunged. The Citadel was far too hasty to expel such brilliance. Yeah, but they're dead now. The nectar! To think such an aged extract still exists. What an exquisite tragedy that I cannot taste it myself. My master must have every drop. This stew of mossberry is stirred thick. Good, good. It shall form the base once set in moulds. Crust nut, stale and dull, you'll be thinking, yes. But ground to the finest powder, that's when its tart taste blooms. Also, you know, he will be tasting it while he cooks it, let's face it. You dally still. If you wish to win your reward, you should be hunting down those ingredients, or if you need directions from a serving bug with some experience. For the core of the meal, find that marvellous meat, the rasher of the Courier. Those sprightly bugs who arrived at the toll of every second bell. I saw many a Courier gorge on this fatty snack. Where are they all? Have they abandoned their holy toil? Well, now we just need to find our way to the thing. So it's an awful long way to Balhart. The best way would be to go. Is the best way to go up? Can I go up that easy, or should I go left? I think go left and then down to that and then teleport back to the Grand Bell. Of course, my navigation not be in the best of places, because were those locks on the way in? Maybe she'll go. Bum bum. You watch, they will have accounted for the way people like to teleport in the original one. Yeah, not down here. They'll go, no! Not allowed to do that. Hello. Okay, we're gonna have this guy randomly. You haven't found all of the places this random guy appears yet. You all good? Apparently we need to run into that guy 6 million times. I don't know where he's going to end up, but, you know, he's having fun doing what he's doing. Ow. I heard music, but music isn't for us, right? Grand Bellway. It looks like there's still destinations that this could reach, but I'm sure we've unlocked them all. But maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, so now we're at the Grand Bellway. Not rest at the bench. Bell hearts. There's a chance that they go, nope, you're not allowed to cheat on this one. I did so well not cheating in the first game, but the fact that you need to not take damage as well. This one. I've done all your things. Childweed Needle, I have caught a fresh scent of my master. In those stricken swamps beside the Citadel, I must ask you to follow me together at Trail's End. Okay, and that's from Shakra. That's a new one. I guess we've got another quest to do. Okay, you guys. Yeah, they broke. I'm gonna take your rasher and then or meat. Best be delivering it quickly. Well, about that. I wonder. Meats and cheats. Does it work like this? Or are they gonna question how I teleported here? Will it have gone off because I exited the menu? They've accounted for it. Okay, so they saw that people might cheat in the first game and gone, if you really want it, you really need to do it properly. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. None of these look like the fast shoes. Hello? Which thing's the fast shoes? Like rapid retreats anklets. That's the one. Oh, we've already got them equipped. Okay, so I already have the tool equipped. And they've got rid of the bacon out of my inventory. Are they going to comment? The deliverance broke. I guess you don't want anyone cheating at all, do you? Okay. Now we have to do it quickly without taking damage, which is real bad. That guy's not meant to be in there, but at least he's just a friendly guy. And we don't have enough silk to infinitely... Okay, I did like using that lift, but it's not here. I feel we're going to have to go the very, very hard way then. Okay, also... Is this where we go up, or is it later? Okay, we need to avoid these things, which is the worst. You suck. Okay, we got hits. Maybe we've got the thing that gives you the gel around you. That's the beast. It's like, what's that? Maybe if we use the thing that's the gel around you, it might protect you. Okay, so we can't rest anywhere because resting literally causes it to not allow you to do that because it resets us to bell wards. Have I gone too far? This feels an awful long way to go. You know, now not remembering the direction suddenly makes it a lot harder. Okay, well, we're halfway through the time. Maybe I could have used that bug to get up. Okay, so we do need to go all the way to the top of this. Whoever that laughing guy is, he's not getting any attention from me. Okay, so we're up there. Okay, so we're past the worst of it, which is good news. Okay, we've got the whole of these, and then we just need to go. Can we go up? Pretty sure you can go up. Okay, there's an awful lot of fleas. Okay. This we can go in. No, we can go in. It's dangerous. We need to go up here. Okay, and then we just need to figure out where the heck I am. Still go up and up and up. But without getting injured by every single one of these pests that wants to hurt us. Okay, up. Do I go up left or do I go up left? Yeah, I think. We're running out of time though, because we took one stupid hit. If it wasn't for that one stupid hit. Okay, so we're back to where the bench pretty much is. That's it, just fall down. Don't fall here. Well, this wasn't quite the path that I was thinking. But I'll take it. Okay, and then we just need to go In here. You are kidding me. I've got your meats and I didn't cheat. I tried to, but I didn't. I managed to, and we almost lost it running into a wall. Apparently that also damages it. I bring you the ingredients to your dish. At last, my master has been withering away from hunger. Let us see what gifts you bring. Legitimately, you're not cheated at all. Ah, what's this? The red courier, tied up tight. I can see its fat still dripping fresh. It's been quite tenderized though, but... With this, I've fulfilled my promise, sir. The ingredients have all been delivered. I trust now the meal will be made and the oil will be awarded for my efforts. You'll have your oil. Well, firstly, learn some patience. The dish must be prepared perfectly, enough to rouse my master and see them sated. Now, permit me to work my skill, and you'll stand to see a meal of scent of taste that would dazzle Pharloom in her prime. Taste, smell, texture, it is done! A meal to rival Pharloom's finest. Mighty master, how long you have waited to set your jaw upon a so perfect a dish. Join us and dine. Well, that's not the great gourmand that I know. There's another great gourmand, I guess. I thought the guy riding the bug was the great gourmand. He claims. This is a gigantic creature. Your master seems satisfied, sir. It's time you gave what was promised. Yes, yes, it has been done, made and served. A dish to match my master's refined desires. The pale trifle is yours, take it and leave. My master needs time to reflect, and I must ponder on flavours anew. He really didn't savour it, did he? He just sort of scoffed it all down. It was dribbling from his mouth. Holy shining gaze. Eat. You are the best of us. Meat much. Your taste so refined. What's each good? They're singing in unison. Pale oil! Mutaro. Leave us! My great master needs time to reflect. I must ponder on flavours anew. I'll not speak to him. Okay, also, did I spy on the way in? It looked like there was a hole somewhere on the map that we hadn't been up, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, and then we've also got a new quest, which is to go somewhere else. Bile water. Okay, so we need to go to bile water. Oh, of course. The stinky, horrible place. There's a way up that... Because we haven't got the map in the new place, right? Okay. There's no way her master's the thing that wants to eat all of the different things. Right, so if it doesn't mean using our abilities to do things, so do we get some from deep docks for cooked things, or... otherwise I don't know. But maybe we'll head to Barwater, or we could go back to Belhart, get our thing upgraded. It's really that would have been so bad if running into that wall smashed the meat and then it was over. So close to doing it otherwise. Now I know I'm being careless. Okay, he's got spoon. But I had to rob him. That's stuff I wanted. Okay. We've got double jump and there's an area above the slab. Maybe. Oh, come on. Okay, so there's spikes there. We could have bounced off of them, but apparently she didn't want to. Meh. Actually, you guys... Actually, do you want to... help me? Okay, well, nothing that size. Okay, apparently... nothing. Really? She doesn't want to bounce off those particular ones. Fine. Okay then. Lucky for us, there's a nice little spa to go sit in right here. So we can get stuff back. Okay, so not that we need all this. But it's nice to have it. So we're going to the fast travel to go to Grand Bellway, and then we're going to go back to Bellheart to get the next thing. Let's hope he doesn't want money. I don't know, we've got some now. Which is why we're robbing the people as well, because we're running out of money. Okay. Grand Bellway. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 bum. Ba 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 bum. I was gonna say, why isn't the creature here? Because we rode it to the other place and then we ran all the way here. It's like, why am I going back here again? We just came from here. I know, creature, I know. But hopefully, we won't need to do that again. They do have other things that we need to do. Stupid couriers. Now, do either of those things need to go to Bellheart? I have more oil, Pinman. Its acquisition was no small task, but if it aids my blades, those challenges will be well rewarded. Even more oil! But a preposterous luck! That unseen gift in quantity unheard, discovered by a single bug. Perhaps the oil traveller? Perhaps a few roses for the ongoing efforts allow this pinmaster to again work wonder upon your blades. Of course you're going to want some money. And of course I don't have it. Wasn't it good enough that I've got the oil? Well, nay, you hold the precious oil for yourself. For what purpose do you deny the pinmaster their work? There is only I allowed to work such a wondrous substance. Because you're scamming me for 450 things. That's why I would happily give you the thing, but I don't have enough things. That one's 30. There we go. Exactly 450. Yes. Here you go. Wasn't it enough I got you so much rare precious oil that is nowhere to ever be found again? Must you also scam me for all the rosaries? Well done. What miracle to work upon steel so fine. few pins left in Pharloom could attain such a shield. You must tell me, traveller, wherever did you come upon such a splendid weapon? This blade was a gift given by a noble tribe of my homeland. They forged the strongest steel, though it was rarely seen beyond their hive. The tribe has now long since passed, and with them, secrets to their crafts. Ah, if they are gone, it's rarer piece than would be guessed. But what grand luck for this humble pinmaster to have worked with such a weapon. If you ever upon the long roads more oil is acquired, seek my service with haste. Who knows what form we could find deeper within your blade sharpened steel. There's still more oil out there. Okay. If I do find some, I will be sure to bring it. Okay. Queen's egg? Where's the Queen's egg going? Songclave, Pilgrim's Rest. Is that perchance going the way that I'm going? Or does the guy want it for more food? Queen's egg. Take it wherever it needs to go. Another egg! Grossly. That's grossly to Queen. Deliver for the big creature beyond the roaches. Maybe this one travels safer than the last. you what, mate? What are you saying about my stuff? Okay, Sinner's Road. That's sort of on the way. I'll take it. Sort of. Okay. It doesn't have much durability. Is this the safest way? Probably not. Okay, also, is it time limited, this one? It might just be that this one is durability limited. Doesn't look like it's sweating apart or anything. If that's the case, can afford to take some distancey things. Okay. Now that's not quite where we need to go. We need to go up, but there was a guy. Concerning in the way. Not the little bugs. Okay, is it just 4 hits that this thing takes, or what? Now, I do realise my folly here, and that is that I go on the elevator. I mean, the elevator didn't destroy the last thing, right? I mean, it's not breaking down. Plus, I can climb that, apparently. Oh, Scissor Man. No. I could have been on the other side of that. Okay. I mean, it's just don't get hit 4 times. That's fine. I can do that. I just need to actually be careful, which I wasn't being. Okay. Then up a bit more. Yeah, break the stuff. That's definitely what I wanted to do, rather than hit the enemy that might hurt us. Break the stuff. No, you... Meh. Horrible thing. Standing in the way. Okay, there are a lot of yappy dogs between us and where we need to go as well. As long as we're careful, we should be fine. All we need to do is get through a horrible death trap and a whole room filled with these things without aggroing like that. Okay, then up this middle thing. Carefully. Despawn the guy. Ow! Okay, that was not careful. Now it's one hit from failing, so that's fantastic. I've taken a wrong turn. Have, like an idiot. It's fine. There's nothing to panic about. Everything is fine. There's. Everything is fine. This guy's in the worst place. Stop sitting above it. Just gonna sit there now. Look at him. You know what? Despawn him. Okay, now that we're past him without aggroing him. Fine. For that room, at least. Now, you know, we've got more very, very dangerous jumping puzzles and sleeping dogs between. I feel like that was better than aggroing the big guy. Okay, safely. Need to go down. Safely. Easier said than done. This isn't the room. Safely, and he didn't see me. Good. That guy was my main concern. Now, I don't know. Problem. I don't know if that would have set things off. Hi!
Buenera.
Sir, I have bought a queen's egg at the bequest of Belhart's Couriers. It was a hazardous journey, but the creature inside has made it here, alive-ish.
How sublime! To think that my dear mistress would be the one to deliver the precious package I had feared for the competence of those feeble couriers.
It surprises me how to know you correspond with them. I must wonder where else you go and who else you speak to after you scurry back up into the darkness.
My whispers travel far, mistress, You do need not worry yourself with my comings and goings. All I do is in your service. And now please give her to me, the little queen.
Okay, we did it.
This, so caringly delivered by the mistress, our nest can be expanded.
Oh no.
It is done. Our nest is larger, and the little queen begins her toil. More morsels can I grow for you now? Are you pleased with my mistress?
That's fine.
You are diligent at your work and have raised no claws against me. To remain so, I will have no reason to be displeased.
Then my work will continue, for I am ever your devoted slave. Slave must feed his mistress. Morsels will grow while you hunt. I am working always.
Want to rest here? Laughing. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Okay, so I mean, it wouldn't hurt to sit here. We can come out of this. It's closer than anywhere else that we are. I don't know where the last place that we sat was. And then we go to Biowater to see Shakra. Find out what's going on there. Maybe that might allow us to do something. Okay, it's the way. Wake up, little guy. Now, it might have been better to fast travel. Let's face it. Now, undoubtedly, it would have been better to fast travel. We haven't been here in a while. Now remember that one. And then we've got a massively long climb ahead of us, haven't we? Not right necessarily this second. In the later bits. This is still a big climb, let's say so. Did we get everything at the end of that path? I'm pretty sure we did, and it was like a lead dog. Sorry, you will be. Setting traps off on me. And at least we've got a bench closer to wherever as well now. Track. We need to track her bells. Have we always been able to do that? Am I stupid? Or is that just, you know, because we're now on a mission to find her in this area and that's going to lead us somewhere? But that was unfortunate. Okay, so we need to be quick. Keep the scent. Stops there briefly. Jumped up here. Jumped over here. Went round there. Okay, she went over here. She probably went up here. Nah. Which again is easier said than done. Of course she came back out this way. Went over here. And she went, of course, back. She's probably right at the end of it. Now, you probably don't need to necessarily track the scent, right? But they're handy. You will be. Okay, is she gonna go down? Oh, ran up. There wasn't a thing there. I thought there might have been a stop point. Of course she gets to use the... No, you guys aren't normally there. Well, she gets to use the thing. Okay, if I leave and then come back, that's still going to be there. Good. Meh. She came up here. Oh. Well, this is somewhere new. Hey, she's opened up a new place for us. Yeah, scent washed off. A new place is good. That's progress, right? Waterfall. At your master, this is a ominous boss arena sort of place.
Shakra, Hornet, wielding needle. Oh, this is your name, is it not? I have heard it is spoken in this land with reverence. I had hoped you would accept my summons. In these moments, one is good, but two is best.
I would not deny the wish, Shakra. The sombre ceremony seemed likely at the trail's end. I am sadly proved correct. This then is your master.
Fiercest of my tribe, here she lies. I called her master. True, that she was mother just as much, more than the bug who bore me.
Among the many marvels of this kingdom, she found a fine place to meet her end.
Ended by age, my tribe would call that shame, but I see only strength unbeaten. Even as her shell betrayed her, she walked this kingdom's breath. It was her trail followed by that allowed me to share witness to its dignity. Hornet Wheel Needle. You too have journeyed these many paths, as my master before us. Join me now in her song sending. It is time for her soul to walk beyond her shell.
Okay, so you're gonna fight a ghost. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Trail's ends, wish granted.
Share in this moment. I shall have you accept a gift, one I believed I would never pass. You take these rings and the learnings to make more. They are built of a clever method devised by my master and will crush hard this kingdom's toughest shell. Use them, shields remembered.
I thank Shakra. To gain a tool so defined by its owner, I am much grateful. They shall prove a great aid in my own journey. Looks more like this one uses beads though. He still plays the special melody, not the usual one. That's interesting. Doesn't summon a ghost, and we didn't have to fight Shakra. I was expecting we'd have to fight Shakra. I really thought that it would be like, now defeat Shakra, because, you know, prove that she is the finest of all the warriors, or, you know, you are, and that she does not deserve such a title. Various types of organs. Seared, shredded, and skewered. I don't get how to get that. Okay, well, we've found Chakra's trials ends. Now what? I wasn't expecting her to have opened a new area. No, come on, I clicked glide again. This is a brief interlude area. He really tried with those things. Okay, there's more guys coming out the water now. Definitely more guys coming out the water since... Okay, so that's added that little end bit onto the map. Is there a chance that there's more up in the top bit that I missed? Because we haven't got a map for there. That to me suggests I missed something that will somehow give us a map to this bit. Either it's Shakra, or there's some sort of room that I've missed. Yes, I will find you to meet. If only I could figure it out. I mean, there's a chance that at the top middle bit, there's something that I missed. No, with this big guy that's in here. Ah, hang on, he just vaporized out of nowhere. Okay. Okay, that guy needed to go because he's in the way. Is there something that I'm missing? I come over here. Okay, there's this big thing that's in here. Again, that's not Like we can smack him, but he don't come out. So none of that leads to some sort of map. Okay. Everything's done. There's nothing else in the ceiling. There's nothing else in the wall. Nothing else there. Doesn't open to song or anything. Yeah, I'm not finding anything that would give us a map to this area. And there's no seeming way to proceed either. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm missing something very obvious. I don't know. Okay, that was embarrassing. I never fully looked in the hole where the thing, the bench, or up, for that matter. Nothing up. Nothing up there. Of course, it's just goop. Ha! I mean, was goop just the way out? Okay, did that hurt me just then? I guess there's nothing else in there. Maybe I did fully explore it then. You get to live another day. Fine, I won't clean myself off with the goop then. Wanted to clean the goop off. Huh. So now I'm left with two things. One, I need to figure out where the heck we get all the things, because she's like, I've got all the implements to do various things. This one superheats the blade. You would think that would get you the Seer's thing. Plasmium, maybe that gets organs extracted. Oh, that's just drink it. Because we don't have the thing to get things extracted from them. Boring into them. Drill. Harpoon. Pierce tough shells. Blunt force. Volatile material. There's no way to just use explosives on them, right? Scattered on the ground. Flat layered weapon. Throwing tool. None of them sound like it would do half of the things that she needs. Magma bell. That just reduces damage taken from the shield bearer. Dazzling flash. Again, none of those. Sheer thread or well, skewer maybe. And again, you know, the one that you would think would sear them, but apparently didn't get any seared organs from that, so apparently that's not true. Unless, like I said, you know, the humanoid-y bugs that were too sentient, maybe, you know, we're not going to get those characters' organs specifically. There are a specific type of enemy's organs that we need to be taking. That hasn't been explained clearly. Also, there's this whole watery area over there. Was that just for a flea? I think that was just for a flea. I'm gonna skip fighting this enemy. Falls on a spike. I don't need to fight this guy. But I do need to not land slap bang on a spike. Okay, so where am I heading over here? Nobody knows. Yes, okay, so there's the fast travel and a bench. It's a bench. I mean, if in doubt, we could go back to Belhart and deliver the other things. If in doubt. Because otherwise, I have no idea what the heck I'm meant to do now. You know, I feel like I've got all of the possible things. Everything. Don't know where else we could possibly go. Don't have any quests. You've got a lot of stuff for sale. Let's hope I don't need to buy the stuff for sale. Natural ability to heal. Okay. Licker lacquer. Okay, well they've got more stuff again. Where are we taking this one? They're just going to give me more and more stuff to deliver, I guess.
A delivery, deadly, dangerous, decently cold
For old bug up.
That does need it much. Serves us all he does, so we serve it back. Great test for you, Miss Courier. Most challenging challenge this. The lacquer to bring is sloshy slosh. Hard to carry even for the best.
I've met this maker. His is a long service, worthy of respects. I'll be glad to aid his efforts. Okay. Now, sloshy slosh, does that mean it will just fall out? Also, you're making me do this whole stupid climb again. Really? How many times must you make me do the stupid climb? Also, there was that door. I guess we've been in that door before. We said we met him, but... So we're going to have to go all the way up the thing. We're going to have to go all the way up here. We're going to have to go all the way through here. And then all the way up the stupid mountain climb again. All without taking 3 hits of damage. That's a big ask. A very big ask of you there, sir. Okay, this time I will ride the lift. Is this even better, though? I don't think it is it? Oh, come on. Don't eat my jump. Feel sorry for the little water strider. He was aiming for me. Okay, this time we will not take stupid damage from that one. Okay, safely through those, and again we don't need to rush now. At least take our time, but it will slosh if we go on the beast. Be careful. Also, you know, it doesn't hurt to go a little fast at times. Did I go through here last time? Yes. That one doesn't adapt to music. That's also the other discovery I made, that we're gonna try on everything now. Any signs will be subjected to listening to music. They react. Jeez. I knew I could do that. I felt it. Last time I was coming through here, I was like, But then I didn't, because I was like, well, you know, we've gone past the opportunity and it might take too long to mess about. Yeah, it would have been interesting if you could sniff Shakra's aura to find her in the first instance when she's in the map room sort of things. But I guess, you know, it wasn't leading to a special challenge then, was it? He might jump there for a second and wanted me to land in the things. We can take our time, you know, we've got no worries. Yeah. Left definitely isn't a quicker way. You asshole. You double asshole. He's very thirsty, apparently. Apparently that guy really wanted my water. How dare he? Not for him. It's not for him. Rude. Rude. One big flea dog. 1, 2. I mean, if I count the ones in the foreground, it's not going to be all the ones that we have, is it? A whole bunch of flea dogs. Sure, people that are experts can figure out which and what ones we might be missing. With one hit left, I don't think. Yeah, you know, I think it's gonna get spilt. Unfortunately, because that guy took 2 hits. How rude was he? The window, I remember. Which is why it's a good job we got shortcuts and things unlocked, right? Okay, so. Where am I? This isn't anywhere. Oh. Looks like it could be, though. Being careful and cautious is worth it. No! Oh, come on. I was trying to jump over your heads. How rude. I spilled my water. And that guy jumping on my head really ruins it. And what would be really, really interesting is if it's just the meat one that you can't cheat with, but all the others you could. Because why would they have 80 flower challenges? You know? Who said, you know what, this game needs more of those horrible flower challenges where if you take damage, you end up having to fight 6 million things. Now we didn't even need to go to those guys. Let's go up here. One flower challenge was too much. No, they already expressed on it by making it a time-based thing as well. It didn't need to add even more flower challenges. Okay, so they're safe enough to get past. And where do you go in here? Down and out. Also, what does the coal do to it? Like, it's water. Is that a good thing? Like, okay. I mean, I wouldn't have been that careless if I was chase it, but we need to go down there and then down there. Because it will freeze the water. But, you know, does that count as it getting damaged? Because the water's frozen. Okay, we can cheese past that. Because we might not freeze anymore, but the water can, and that might be really, really bad. The path that I got wrong last time, because it go left and I ignored that. Because what if the freezing damages the water? You know, it's frozen now. It's no longer pure water. It's ice. I guess these guys aren't necessarily as dangerous as I would have suggested. Is there a up path here? Wait, there it is. So we would do that. Hey, this is such a ridiculous challenge to take this item all this way just to deliver. And again, before you could damage the lights and... Jeez. And probably screw yourself out of being healed. Okay, we can cheese. And then we just glide down here and then up. Well, that's an interesting way to skip some of the challenge, I guess. Go in here. I mean, you know, if we had some more hits, it'd been better. I know, that background looks suspicious, like it might react to music. Okay, so this area isn't as bad as it seems, it's just a long journey. I guess if we didn't have the freeze-proof coat, it might have been a bit worse. Because the spikes aren't that bad to deal with. And as long as we're careful, they're not so bad to deal with. Hi, I have an empty bucket that was water for you. I could just get some snow and melt it, but... Right, Fraser, it's not of my work, not of this kingdom's craft, not the artist. But that we perform distant relationship, some form of Pharloom, and our old legged stewards. Out to work, the master needs. He's a mask maker. He wants us to bring water to him. You know, I should just do the quit the menu and go back to the last bench we rested at. Because otherwise it's a long, long run. Well, that's doable. It's just annoying. I don't know what else we would need to do other than these. Livering's all broken, yeah. I'll take it. Liquid lacquer. Have very much, so don't worry. Right, Frozen Peak, the journey most difficult. I think you try this again. Yeah. That's right, best you use these stocking items for travelers such as yourself. Runs immediately. Yeah, very careful. Ow! Considers starting again immediately because we took a stupid early hit. I probably should. It would be sensible to do so. But at the same time, we could do it without getting hit at all for the rest of it. That is possible. That guy's radius was a bit bigger than I thought it was. It is possible. Mr. Spider has bound to branch. Watch over these bugs. Pass and safe. Warded by fear. No longer your meal. Did I never like that one? Or did it change? Oh. Me, I'll just brute force him. I'd like to see you try. Can't believe we lost the water again. Well, we did take a stupid early hit, so... Okay. That guy has 100% on 100% on iron mode. What else has he got left to play? He has the achievements for 100% in iron modes. Or, you know, you have one life mode. How is there possibly anything further for you to do? Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I can speak their language. Sometimes haste is safer. Sometimes haste is safer because the enemies can't react in time. This time we will not do stupid things. Yeah. Like, there's a long way round over there. Is it safer? There's a good chance that it's safer. Okay. Can't believe that explosive thing hits you for 2 as well. Crazy. Other than these deliveries, I have no idea where the heck I'm meant to go. Pardon me. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I remembered that bit. Bum bum. The bit. Excuse me, you didn't double jump. There we go. Needed a jumpy jump. Nice safe jumpy jump. Okay, now we be careful around a-hole. The b-hole. And all holes. There's a way through the mountain there, but that's for people without double jump. Safety. The old man came out. Okay. Past that point. Now we're at this point, which is the horrible guy. This time we were definitely safe. Yeah. He jumped off. I'll take it. That really helps. Okay. But now we've only got to go through a couple of dangerous bits, and then we've got the whole frozen climb that I'm concerned might start damaging the water. You know, a significant concern that it might damage the water. We've got this little guy. Okay. Trying to be careful. Okay. Up. That's not the map. So we need to go up and left. Not go into their room where those two are. Irrelevant. Being careful now. Those things look like they are saw blades. Okay, so now we're at the bridge. It should be safe enough. Slab. Don't wake him. Carefully. Down this bit. Fast travel. Okay, and then we've just got the mountain climb. Which, as long as it doesn't freeze our water. Should be safe enough. So we've proved that we can do this bit without getting injured. The hard part was probably the ice in the first place. Was close. Did I potentially cheese the shortcut last time? Yes. Do I remember where we cheesed the shortcut? Not necessarily. Is that the end of the world? Was it there that we choose the shortcut? Absolutely. Did it make the biggest differences? No. Not really. Careful. I'll take some silk. Okay, so we go up, we go left, we go down. That shouldn't prove too much of a challenge. Use respawn. That's good. Or if we're farming that stuff because we've been running short of it. Carefully. You can drift all the way along the top. Safe from any stupid spikes. Which I don't know why you wouldn't just do that in the first place, you know. Why would you risk the hard way? Okay, up we go. One undamaged and very fresh cup of water. Nicely delivered. Maker, I bring a delivery from Belhart below. Lacquer for your long work. Good to see you to protect. My Pharloom's fresh faces gleam bright. Maybe it's paint. Maybe it's varnish. Take a word for your service, maid, Miss Visitor. Gift for you to spend your treasure. All deserve a face can't be until I wither for the faces I shall provide. Okay, will be delivered. Ba-ba-bam. Okay. And then what? Do we want to run all the way back? Not really. Is there anything else to the left? Who knows? Save and quit to menu. Teleport back for ease. You know, it might be anti-cheating to go to your destination, but to come back to Belhart, no one said you can't do that.
Indelacio shall be making Miss Courier. Be as much as you can help. And he is ready to give the gifts.
Okay, so now we've got two things. Pilgrim's Rest and Songclave. Go to the Songclave.
Up in the big Sentinel, no place we heard is claimed. Safety safe, they need deliverance, be sure. Citadel, he knows truth. What's so nice he rests, pilgrims tells, even if brave bunks were settled, danger is still close. They would need deliverance for food, for healings, for protection. Please take them, Miss Courier.
God damn. I've been the Songclave. It's the same journey again. Okay, so to go all the way up to that and then a bit further to the Songclave. Fine. But, you know, it's a bit boring running the items repeatedly to basically the same route every single time. Really needless busy work. If it was somewhere else in the map with a completely different route, like the toxic one at least was, you know, at least that's something, but this is the third to go up this same routes. A bit tedious. Okay, that one wasn't going off. It's tedious doing the same run, you know. I mean, I guess it's like you have proven you have done this. You can do this again. Boring. I've proven I can do it, so just give me the rewards. Don't make me do it again. But it does seem that this is at least the last of the ones to go up here, and then the other one goes, what, in the bottom right? Me. So there was a fast travel lever there that we never ever hit before. Fantastic. Well, it works now. Clever jumping around the circles. You were always meant to just trigger the fast travel. You never needed to do clever jumps to get around that. It was an intended shortcut. If only you would pull the lever. Why did we never pull that lever? But also, I'm pretty sure I sang to the one thing that once as well, and it lit up. So I don't know, maybe it's forgot something somehow that I did. Which would be concerning. Because, you know, what else it forgot that we've activated that might cause problems? For us down the line. What else? Ba-bum. Okay, so this room's safe. Got the balancing act room. Me. Ba-bum. Not to be confused with a ballroom. Ba-bum. Okay. Yep, we in. We safe. Ba-bum. Okay, so now we need to go through here, up to the right. Yeah, I think going under the coral chambers the best route. I have a bad feeling about the enemies there. Hey, I don't want to fight you. Okay, got past them successfully. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, and we're out. Okay, so if I go to the right. Okay. The map doesn't show that that goes in a weird way like that. Damn you. Okay, we're safe. Through that room. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, so then we just need to go through this bottom room here. Which again, I'm a little concerned about what might wait for us in there. Okay, one hit is fine. Okay, bugs. As long as I don't disturb them, they won't disturb me. You a-hole. Okay, 2 hits, but if we go up now, it should be a safe enough up, I feel. Just give her a moment. That was not how I would like that platform to work. Okay, let's take a brief intermission in here. absolute horrible monster. Okay. Again, that's, you know, I would rather that be left open that way. Okay, so now we've got a long, narrow thing up there. Which, surely, I will not die in. Okay. Guy that used to sing down there is dead. That sign doesn't die, but we should have made it. Please, don't go too far, sister. Right here is the only safety you'll find within this whole cursed place. Welcome back, Red Maiden, and thank you again for coming to my aid. I'm no healer, but with the supplies you found in the war below, even my unlearned claws can ease the suffering of our brothers and sisters. Not such darkness could creep into this most holy place, even though we pilgrims kept our promise to ascend. I confess, I wonder at the meaning of it all, but enlightenment does not come easily, or all at once. I should just continue my task in the meantime. Caretaker, I bring supplies from the town of Bells below the Citadel. Badly needed they are, Miss Belrica. Ain't much finding or foraging happening with this mob. What with them choir types stalking about them chambers beside? He's got missions on his board as well, I see. Takes a beast of effort, Miss Belrica, and know this sad lot will be starving. Surviving a little longer, thanks to you. Heard you did the same for our dear merchant there. I've been seeing her about, sneaking and scrounging, even before you was ringing that bell. She's a useless sort, but don't let her age be fallen. She's still the sharpest mind for a deal. Won't be long till there's many rosary about this shrine that ain't found its way into her pockets. What's that you got there, Belringer? Stole someone else's soul for yourself? You speak of the remnant I found in the muck-choked caves beside the Citadel. It's the soul siphoned from once powerful bug. It's only a thin mix now, but there is still some strength left. At peak, the talents must have been impressive. Aye, they were that. I knew the bug in its prime, long time back, braver than most, and a little fairer Citadel as yourself. One seeking alliance with those basic bugs of swamps, thought they'd both gain from the Union, scheming defiance or some such stupidity. Now he's as dead as he was daft. Don't go trying to make friends in Pharloom, and nothing good comes of it. Here they simply lie, the castaways, the dissolute and used up. Hey, he's talking about our soul. Hey, how do all these wretched lost bugs keep finding their way here? Each hungry squall of shelter. Need more rosaries. Empty your pockets. Okay. Donate. Attend the Sentinel's request, Hunter in Red. Meet in Hall's High. The chambers of its fellows. The way shall be marked. Okay. So the second Sentinel that ran away, we still need to fight it. Okay. Hello again, dear. What looks like we both made it up here, safe as told. What a shock to find you speaking the truth about this place. A settlement like this in a Citadel, nice and safe, cloistered in so many books with minds intact. Never seen anything like it, or imagined as such. It's trading on all my bits and baubles much easier after all. I want to take lots and lots of rosaries with me when my strength finally fails. Okay. You'll be able to stick for walls for as long as you like. That sounds really good. Also, you've got a mask piece that I can almost afford that I think I want. You've also got a simple key. Also, extended. Ooh. You've got lots of nice things. Lots of nice things. I mean, I'm gonna at least buy the mask. You're clever for crafters, such a reputation you have. You keep it up, you become a legend in these simple thoughts. I've no interest in becoming one, man. In my long life, I've known enough legends. Watch them rise and fall and fade away. That's so dear. I won't believe you. You should know, though. This old pilgrim has a sight keenly trained on you. Nothing gets all by jubilata. Not even my rosaries. Okay, so it's not a full piece. Double share some of your rosaries was good enough again, dear. I'm sure you'll have something to your liking. Okay, I mean, 350 for the claw grip seems very good. Is it the tool, though? Do I need to equip it as a tool? Probably. Hey, it's this guy. Fair meeting again, Sir Knight. I see this belt has drawn you toward its safety.
Ah, Osim.
Who would have guessed it's the safe corner hidden so high atop Pharloom's cursed crown? That fair village may have fallen, but these fellas, these scared few, are on a charge as us to keep them safe. Our own lads shall rise for them, and some for rest, of course. Hold fast to your new charge garment. See these bugs survive, and know I am in near time to cut down this curse at its core. Vezar and I will tarry here a little longer. These pilgrims need watching over. We are committed to the task. Great garment. Shall remember. Till the end together. The dear friends lost. Shall remember. Are we the chosen? Always in our hearts. Shall remember. Okay, so there's things to buy here. There's more quests to now do. So where are we going? Who are we seeing? What are we doing? It's on my map. Is it not marked on my map at all? Final audience. Track the second Sentinel by their markers left near the Songclave. Songclave. Okay, so it's probably to the right and down. And it might not be down and down. But we've got some things for this guy at least. Here you. Have I fought you? That was a big shiny bauble he had. Okay, we've got more things for this guy. Not that guy. What's this weird hole that he scurried into that's nothing? Like, you know, a whole bunch of weird secret holes that lead to nothing. These sentinels don't want to sing for us. This guy, the Pope Man. Give me a collection, Vault Keeper.
It's me, Vespa. She's another nuisance. Brings more gifts to the collection. She has gaps.
Do I not have new things for you? Thought I had new things for you. Bone scroll. Guess it's a relic. Historical items. Got simple keys. We can still buy even more simple keys as well. So there's still more places to go. Pouch capacity could go up. Tool damage could also go up. Got 13 memory lockets. Could also get this ruined tool repaired somewhere. There's a lot of things. and I don't know what's on things. Right. So, Enclave, I guess we're going back up. Obviously, going to be to the left. That's this room again. Ba-ba-bum. That goes to the coral chambers. Nice and all, but it's not the Enclave. Okay, so we're tracking him from near the Enclave. It's not here. I don't know if it's out to the right, but I'm gonna guess it's up left. Okay, here we go. I knew those guys were going to be a problem. That's the button I meant to use. Okay, so he didn't go up the elevator. Kept going. You a-hole. What a cheater. Up here. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Bench nearby. I see the thing, but I want to rest at the bench. Not die. Okay, and this will probably open up a new area we've not been to, same as that last one is. Doesn't want to sing to us? I am here, Gilded One. I had thoughts I was answering your summons as a friend, or at least an ally, but now that we stand together in this space, I can sense your intent. You mean to raise your blades against me? Am I your enemy then? Bench at the sacred citadel, and the voices that fill it. The eternal duty of the Sentinels. Termination is the necessary fate of all those enthralled by the whispering silk. Believe me haunted, a slave to the pale threads. I think you are more perceptive than that. My silk is my own, as is my will. Unsure is the Sentinel, both haunted and innocent. You seem, with regret, the Sentinel must test the strength of your will. Ow. Ow. We managed to get a heal in, but was it worth it? No. Ow. Okay, at least I rested at the bench nearby. That would have sucked if we had to go all the way back. Okay, so you did auto start the battle. I wanted to try that silk wall. I just realised we got a dive move. How long have we had a dive down move? See that? Ow. I thought you were moving forwards. Yeah, I'm being very careless in this fight, let's face it. Ow. I'm being very careless. Okay, they want to test our will, but it's mostly because they've discovered that all the other clockwork sentinels there are dead. And they don't want to live anymore, but they don't want to admit it because they're robot. Ow. 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 No. Okay, I'm being very, very, very careless. Let's face it. Okay. But other than this, I don't know where else or what else there'd be to do. You know, is this gonna give us some grand new power and revelation? Meh. Oh, come on. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, phase 1. Ow. You know, your moves really sucks there. Ow. Ow. Ba-ba-bum. Ow. No, you didn't look like you were doing that move. Kita. Okay, we got it. Let's go. Concentrated a little bit there, but, you know. I tested my will.
By the purity of your will, the clarity of your intent, you are innocent of the silken curse. Failed has the sentinel, your judgment will it accept.
Is this truly failure, Gilded One? You mean to test me, and you have done so. I would expect nothing less of a true guardian. Matter is resolved. There is no need for death. Stand and let us part as friends. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Probably could have killed him that.
Accept a token of the Sentinel's order. As friends, let us part.
Reserve binds. Okay. Ornate artifact of the Citadel, able to hold a bind's worth of silk. Used when healing is needed and natural reserves run low. Reserve binds will be restored when resting the bench. Okay, so it's a reserve heal. Interesting. Okay, the silk that I saw in that corner, not there anymore. That shape looks a bit like us in the right lights. Okay, so we did it. Ba-ba-bum. Shall rest. We shall return to the Grand Bellway. See what we got going on over there. See if there are any extra quests. Did I even return to the right place? Coral chambers? No. First shrine. It's the first shrine. It's the collection of people. The Grand Bellway's the fast travel.
These marvellous seal displays, surely they at least have some proof of the Citadel's holy nature.
There's more quests. You keep it helping, you can start inspiring others, best if serious to think about what effect it might be causing their rank. Too much soap prove a dangerous thing, especially for those bugs starved with it so long. Okay. There's another lost merchant. And the Wailing Mother, horrible cries have been heard from the prison. Okay. I mean, that's a boss. There's another lost merchant though. A dear merchant left to scavenge citadels, but she's gone. I rescued this stupid old merchant. Now she's gone again. Like, I bought a mask off her and she's ran away. There she. What if I wanted to buy all those old supplies? Is she gonna keep running away? I have a feeling she's gonna keep running away. Okay, Citadel's Memoriam. Memoriam. Okay. So that's up there. I can do that. Go find this merchant again. Hi. Like, is this not a different gilded bug? Good job. I guess gilded bug's still gonna keep coming around to help. Gilbert Grape. Okay, there's a thing there to track. Now, inevitably, the that sounds suspicious. Inevitably, the thing is going to be right round in a circle, isn't it? And if we just went through the fast travel-y bit. You wouldn't have to worry about it. It's a good job we killed the big one that was in here. Oh. Back down. Of course. Gonna be all the way round the down and round bit, isn't it? And all the way back to the other side of the bench. What? Up a secret hole? Okay, well that's a clever way of showing you a secret hole. And over the ledge we go. You're in trouble, fair merchant. Yeah. It would be moths, wouldn't it? Why are these the enemies the hardest to meet? Of course it's a million moths. Sorry for anyone that has adverts, everyone's now to stop at their adverts. But we got a lot of stuff from all the moths.
Well, if it isn't my very own shadow, the clever little red cloak, you still follow me round trying to pinch away some of the goodies I still found.
You mistake my intent, ma'am. Somewhat ungenerously. Pilgrims of the settlement below were worried by your long absence. It was on their behalf that I tracked you again.
Is that so? What a worrying bunch of busybodies they are. I'm still able to fend for myself. Yeah, perhaps 'tis one thing that I remain in their hearts, though. I hadn't expected that, and I can't deny that you two have done me a good turn once more. That awful flock almost had me, truth be told, and I still have to wonder at your intentions, dear one, but bless you all the same. Now, why don't you hurry back to the shrine and let them know what a good job you've done? There might be a few more goodies to gather up on my way back, and I don't need you lingering around in the meantime. Blessings and farewell.
You mean you don't want me to steal your other things that might be out here? Like this! That you'll probably sell to me if I don't pick it up, right? Oh, bundle. Yeah, I can smell burning again. Ooh, look at that! Secret hole! Secret hole with the silly needle jump trick! What's hiding in here? Few more goodies for you to sniff out, huh? Out. They still need me to do needle jumps. Okay. Once again, we find ourselves in a whole new area. It's literally not just something different. This is a whole extra enemy with new enemies. Extra enemy with new enemies. Yep, that's what I said. This eggplant thing's gonna kill me. Stinky eggplant monster's horrible. Okay, so we found a literal whole extra area. What if this is the same area that's above the other bit? Now we might find a map for it. I think it might. Okay, that was not the move. Jacob, hello, hello. How are you? How's your day going? Okay. Well, we found the thing. A whole new area. Hopefully you're having a good day. I was going to play 007, but for some reason it didn't want to open. It just said no. And it's a common bug that a lot of people have been having, so, you know. But I did win the key. I would have been playing that. How about yours? Yeah, not too bad. It's not been too ridiculously hot, so that's good. The other day, it was too ridiculously hot. Far too hot. Oh, that's on Twitter. Yeah, I think a lot of people were suffering in the heat. Right. This is a very hidden area. Lots of people were suffering in the heat. Crazy how ridiculously hot it is. Oh, the moths are still going to come and attack us. That's nice. Or anything else up there? No. Okay. It will only get worse. I mean, it's literally the start of spring. So, well, start of spring. The end of spring, so, you know, it's crazy that it's this hot already, right? But hopefully not, because, you know, it was 35 degrees in London. 35. That's crazy. Nobody wants to be that stupidly hot. Ow. Okay, that thing can jump. That's good to know. Ow. It's good to know that that thing can jump. Okay. Yep, and it was 2 days in a row, 33 degrees here, so it was horrible. Horrible. But today it's okay. Tomorrow it says 29. Okay. The barnacle held me still for that thing to eat me. That barnacle needs to go. Barnacle down. Ow. Okay, his jumps are very powerful. 27 max here and I died. 29's too much. Yeah, 29's gonna be sucky again, but you know, it did 1 year go up to 40 here. So I'm just being very, very thankful that it's not that again. Okay, I chose poorly going down there. Hope it's not going to happen again. Well, you know, like I say, it's the beginning of the summer. So I have a bad feeling that it might, you know? Yeah. Right, you know, we've got the whole of summer to go yet. So it could easily still get too hot. Okay, that thing's down. Can still cope. Yeah, I mean, I had to get ice packs. Ice packs. I call them ice packs. It was big bottles of water that I froze and used as cooling packs. That was what I used to survive. And probably what I'm going to have to use again tomorrow. Be honest. Yeah, instead roses. Yes, we've got enough for the fast travel point. That's good. Open all of the bellways. Nice. Yeah, it's too hot. And hopefully this will be the last week of heat, but I have a bad feeling that probably not. Yeah, but there's a bench here, but I'm also going to need 60 more rosaries. And I'm going to break some. Just because we don't have a bench in this area, and it would be good. And it's probably going to make me pay to get a map somewhere as well. But there is suffering from the same thing about 13 in this apartment. Well, you know, I said 33. That's the temperature outside. I also had 2 PCs running, playing games on the Monday. And my PCs were running at 57, 58 degrees, so... you know, in my room, it would have been even hotter. Even hotter than that still. So that's the weather outside. Weather in here would be even hotter. Yeah, hopefully not gonna have to deal with that too much throughout the week and the year. I don't wanna cook. I don't wanna. I briefly went out to get supplies from the supermarket. Okay. Yeah. Okay, is there anything in its hole? Doesn't look like it. I had to fight in its hole to see if it had supplies. But yeah, it's gonna be... Yeah. Okay, maybe I want this guy to lift me up. Lift me up so I can get past those stupid flowers. An old map! Okay, we're not needing to pay for it. Nice. Okay, so we've got a map which is above bar water, which does include that other bit. Okay, that's good to know. Right, making progress. Yeah, we don't want to cook in the heat. Don't want to cook. I went briefly out to the supermarket and I feel like I got sunburnt from walking to the very, very close supermarket. I was outside for what, 10-15 minutes at most, and I definitely felt sunburnt. Which isn't ideal. You know, the sun shouldn't be that... And there was 0% cloud coverage. Obviously, if you saw the tweet, then, you know. Yeah, that was crazy how bad that felt. Okay, so I think I've connected the two areas now. Yeah. It's not out there for long and felt absolutely sunburned. Okay. Can I get up there? I don't want to fight the eggplant monster because the eggplant monster sucks. Now this guy I can deal with. Oh, he stayed out a bit longer than I thought, but I thought he was doing the little dip again. Nope, he was actually coming out there. The worst thing about this area is you take a dip in the water. We get poisoned and then we can't heal. Ow. We want to heal. I see there's a way up there that we missed, but fine. That damn barnacle. Now, stupid eggplant. Ow. Did the barnacle just eat the eggplant? That would be nice of it. Oh, come on. What are your plans for the week? Up to anything interesting? Okay. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. This part of the base game or the new DLC? This part of the base game, it turns out there might be a fair bit left of the base game till the DLC. But you know, we beat the base game, but I figured there's some stuff we hadn't done. And it's not going to be long, I don't think, until the DLC comes out. So, you know, I was in between things to create content for a little bit. And then it turns out it just keeps growing in what things there are to do. I don't like that he was where I wanted to be. So we just end up finding more and more, but you know, the DLC will come out whilst we're exploring everything, I presume. Okay, so just need to go all the way back up and around again. No! Did a barnacle. Oh. Yeah. Goddamn barnacles. So yeah, by the time we do it, we'll do it. Got a new book, that's your plan. How about you? You know, look to new jobs and apply for things. This barnacle's gonna grab me, which is okay, so that defeats the barnacle. Let's just get past without a problem. Okay, and then that up way that we saw, it turns out it was just we couldn't have got to it any other way. Finds a secret hole immediately. Full of money. This is concerning. But whoever we've robbed is surely going to get annoyed at that, right? But yeah, apply for jobs, you know, keep doing streams and things. Try not to die in the heat. You know, haven't made too many plans. Probably should make plans, but yeah, hopefully. No. Goddamn barnacle. Hopefully the book is good. Oh, I see. Interesting. That was a shortcut? Now, the sensible person would have gone back to the bench and healed. I, however, did not. I had a feeling that that barnacle might be taking me somewhere nice. Okay, so now we need the barnacles to traverse. There going to be a flea dog in here? Oh, come on. That's the worst thing about this game. Sometimes you click the glide button and it doesn't do anything. And you need precise platforming. So when it doesn't and you fall into the spikes because it didn't let you do the move that you wanted to do. Okay, there's a platform there at least. To the darkness. Oh, come on, I hit him. Nothing. This is the boss.
Oh, not flee. Why must you bother me? This much is mine, fair for to learn.
I won't stay long, madam, but I contest your right to this cave. I've encountered several of your fellow fleas, united in a caravan. Perhaps you consider joining them. Yours seems a hardy hide, and I fear alone they lack the strength to survive long in this land. This is a flea?
Caravan, go, punches in my fur, time for change. Caravan is closed and my task these lands may near be complete. I'll go. Much talk I give. You leave me. Meet again at Caravan, amongst good fellows. I will share learning the fleas in Pharloom. Till then, rest I need off. Off, Bug. You still here, Bug nothing? I rest I need before I leave caravan. Not chat. You'll feel trouble type. Means make my shell tense.
I shall take my leave, madame. Stay strong on your journey. May we meet again at the caravan amongst your fellows. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Hope you get the job! Don't think it's easy in the market now. Yeah, it's not so easy in the current job market, is it? Definitely not so easy. Just a nice, quick, fast travel back. Okay! Drops me straight onto the perfectly timed bench to sit on. Okay, so we've found another flea. The flea is going back to the caravan. Maybe stuff might happen if I go back to the caravan now. We keep finding crazier and crazier fleas. I wasn't expecting big caveman flea. Ow. Okay, if I take the shortcut, it should make life a little easier to get back. Yeah, I haven't got a particular job like an into or anything. It's just like I need to start applying to all sorts of jobs now, you know. It's been long enough. But I definitely should be applying to other jobs now. I mean, I've applied to a couple, just, you know, not as many as I used to. Oh god, this is perfect. When looking for work, just because of the way the last place treated me, you know, I needed a kind of a break to feel healthier, but, you know, I need to apply to more actively. Need to be more active on the application. Okay, let's not fall in the goop. Okay, these are interesting caves like the other place that we spoke to Shakra at. But I guess it is right above it, so that makes sense. Now, is this going to be another new area? There's still gaps on the map where there might be areas. You can quite clearly see them, so there might also be a boss battle. Who knows? It did say that that was the last of the fast travel point. I'm going to assume there's no more. It's the spiders. Watch these waters flow. Cleansing, binding, as silk from shell. Memories of our kingdom calm. Flea master and his caravan sought for caves offering space and safety. This calm lake and shore may prove suitable. Okay, so now we need to go tell them about this place then, I guess. Very, 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 very cold place. Is it safe though? There's areas to go explore. Craft metal, which again isn't used for actually upgrading our swords, just for tools. Excuse me. There's quite clearly light coming from that place. There's clearly some way to go, but I guess I can't jump high enough to get up there. Okay, well now we've definitely got to go back to the caravan because we found a place for them to go. They're gonna come move up here. Now it's not necessarily the safest because it's got the stinky toxic waters nearby. But maybe they might find it nice and safe. Because no one else is going to come past all these monsters. I guess the fleas can fly, so the fleas are actually good. Fleas will have no problem. I could just fly away past all of that. The sensible thing would be to use the fast travel. And not go the long way around. Do read some of the things you write on your website from time to time. Ask for some writing advice, like how do you make sense of the stuff you want to write about, or how do you even start? Tough question. I mean, you know, you think about what you want to write about, and you know, you think it's easier to write than to explain. Yeah, just think about what you want to write about and think how best to put it, and then write it. His blasted steps to place. Yeah, I haven't written as many articles on there as I should be doing. I should be doing some more, really. But, you know, when I was working, it was too much stuff with job. So ended up not being as much written on, but should be writing more stuff. But yeah, just, you know, I guess it's harder if you're not English as first language. Right? Because it'd be easier to write in your native language, but just, you know, think what things you want to put across, and then how you want to put it across, and then, you know, structure it in a way that makes sense. So yeah, English as a second language, I can't give you good tips on writing for that because it's just going to be even harder. You know, it's hard to describe. It's just, you know, consider the flow, consider structure, consider what things you want to start. You know, you have a start, a middle, an end, and, you know, you want it to all make sense. But yeah, as a second language, it's even harder to try and help, I'm afraid. Fleamaster, if your troop is still prepared to travel, I've discovered a cave beyond the Citadel, the edge of some antique aqueducts. The place may well suit your needs for safety. The trek would be long, but once reached, you'll find a sandy shore, free of predators. Beside a wide, clear lake, it is a peaceful place, as I've seen throughout the Fraught Lands. Also, I just sent a caveman here, but also now you're going to move to basically where he is, and he's going to get lost on the way, isn't he? You're welcome. I'm just not very good at describing how to write something. You know, I think just, you know, we did things in school, basically, that was like how to structure things and writing, and, you know, just doing lessons in how to write would probably be the progress. You know, how to write in things like that would probably be the better source than asking me.
That's it, it must be. Our destination has at last been set. Our journey can continue. To find the fleas you are, Miss Hornet. This place shall welcome us, no doubt. Will you be joining for this new journey?
I mean, you might have stuff to do over there.
Marvellous. We fleas shall be overjoyed to have your company on the roads. Oh, our home is calling. We must travel.
Ba 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 ba. And a very, very packed and warm travel it is. I would have been useful to school subjects. I mean, it depends on what school you go to as well, I guess. Like, some schools are probably not as good for it, but, you know, reading and seeing how other people write things is also a good idea, because you can look at that and see, you know, what things you think work well and what things you think don't work well in other people's writings, and then, you know, use that sort of structure in your own writing.
What a beautiful spot you've gifted us, Miss Hornet. Safe. Apart from the world and death of the lands besides, a place for fleas to grow smart and strong. Here we shall see our travels end, for in Pharloom there can be no finer place to settle.
I'm glad the location suits Fleamaster. It is a calming thing to know these many fleas may survive. Most bugs of Pharloom seem destined for far bleaker fates.
Indeed, a hopeful future awaits, and only because of yourselves and your efforts. To commemorate our arrival, it would be my pleasure to perform a small service for you. I have been learning to sew.
And the little fleas have been gathering materials for me. I thought I could add extra pockets on your 2-pouch and make your travels just a little easier. Trifling favour, much less than you deserve, but still I hope it meets your satisfaction. Fleetopia. Have you met her yet? Our burly new companion, Vogue, fresh returned from a long time spent trucking. We have met Flea. Gladdens me that so strong a flea exists as her. Yours was a caravan sorely lacking for protection, and I am too bound by my own tasks to provide it for you. Right, we were definitely opposed, so. And now, no matter. Her scent may be strong and her taste and brew bottomless, but her skill is sharp. If Prentice draw close, her talents will provide much confidence to our caravan. So many lost fleas are made in here. Truly, I never dared to hope we would gather such a grand company. But still, there may be more out there in this wide world. What I wonder would be if they too found their way to our fresh paradise. Kavak Katsa. At longest last, our flea Romans have ended. Every sandy grain and stinky squelched maggot was worth his door to claim such a home. Time to rest and celebrate, and none have earned such more than you, Miss Hornet. Raise your flash and drink most heartily with us. Not write anything for a while, but it still helps to seek some knowledge about writing. True. I mean, that's the other thing, though, as well. Practice. You know, if you just practice, that also helps.
If you return to Craps the Sparkles, I'll keep it toasty one for you.
No, he's perv. They even moved their whole house. Their greetings again, largely. Amongst all your troop, I have little doubt you would survive to reach this caravan, because you were literally right next to where it ended up. Would you tell me now of the task that you saw you so apart from your fellows and so fearsome in form?
If monk not flee, mine is to track. My tail and smell and sense is sharp. I find our free flends. Young, most to bring them together and grow them strong.
If you sense the locations of other lost fleas, share them with me. I may be able to send them safe to the caravan.
My lyrics not free for you, bug not free. Murderers, give those, and I shall say what I have sensed. Work like mine, much long and hard. For that I deserve some riches hells.
Okay, so there are 4 more fleas and I have to pay for their location, I guess.
I have marked him up, bug, see the lane into the lost streets, local land. If you bathe as the fellow fleet, seek them, save them for the caravan hall.
I don't even know where we just paid to see the flea. Okay, there's the flea hidden in the walls or something. That's fantastic. There's going to be in secret holes, aren't they? Okay, Bonelands, Citadel, Barlands. I'm just going to buy them all.
And back to my bunk. The ladies that freeze lost across the lands. If you're as brave as the fellow, please seek them, save them for a caravan hole.
Okay, I'll find the rest of the fleas, I guess. Who are you? So many awful places have us fleas travelled. Many times I have almost died, but here it seems safe enough. You will have rest too? Is space enough for us all now, friends? This long lake, space is much more big here. Finally, I have some quiet from the little fleas. That was the weird ceiling. Yes, well, they're safe, but now we need to find all the other lost fleas. Not fall in because of the controller drift. Okay, there's one seemingly in the ceiling there that I somehow missed. These have got to be in sneaky ceiling holes, right? There's one in the middle of the Arctic in the ceiling. That's fantastic. There's one beyond a thing. I marked it on the map. There was something weird about that place and we couldn't get in it. Maybe now that we've given them places to go, we can get in these places. Who knows? Yeah, practice makes perfect, you know? Keep practicing the writing. Ow. 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 Yeah, he was too hungry, that guy. Yeah. I needed to farm up a bit of silk off him. I could see it coming. I saw him jumping for me. That's like, I pressed the button to turn back, but it was too late. We were in his mouth. No. Ow. That's the worst thing about the needle skill is you think it's going to hit the thing and then it doesn't, and then you end up not bouncing off of the thing you thought you were going to bounce off and get inches. Write for yourself for a while and then publish something. Sounds like a good plan. You know, get some practice in writing to yourself, and then, you know, when you feel comfortable, eventually you can publish. Didn't mean to jump back up. There's never any rush. Yeah, I feel like going down the other way is easier than going all around this way. Oh, come on. Sneaky guy jumps out the water. I guess the other times that I've been through here, I've been rushing. There's a path to go to the thing. Like, how is there a flea there? Okay, not that. No secret hole up there. Secret hole here. Yeah, that shows poorly. Flea dog. Okay. Probably could have found it without paying the guy money, but you know, here's what it is, right? I mean, just to save running back a bit, I'm gonna go through the thing. Gonna watch Spider Noir. It's on Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime, but you know, if it was on something else, maybe. On something else, maybe. But yeah, I don't have Prime. I only have the Disney Plus and the other one. The other one, can't think what it is right now. The other one that you also get for free with TV package. Ow. You know, it'd been good to rest at a different bench on the way. That guy was a sniper. But I didn't do that. HBO. Yeah, I think it's HBO. So yeah. Is this really the best way to a fast travel? It isn't. There's a better fast travel in the gloopy area, isn't that? Up here? Is there anything on those I can watch? You would think that Spider Noir would be with the other Spider-Man movies, right? On the Disney stuff. Well, what do I know? Okay, so. Well, I guess I know that one's in the slab. Or near the slab. Without looking at the map. But I think that's the worst thing they've done with this one, is they've made you have to 100% everything to get progress. Whereas in the first Hollow Knight you didn't have to. Like, you know, the amount of 100%ing everything you need to do just to get to the next thing. Kinda crazy. We have to climb this stupid mountain again. Yeah, at least it's not ridiculously hot today. And hear the guy screaming for some reason. So in here, presumably. Ow. Ow. Stupid thing. Spoof. Ba-ba-ba-bam. Presumably the water still hurts. Okay, so now we just need to find a secret hole in the ceiling. Like this. Okay. Well, there's the flea dog. Okay. Well, he was easy enough to find. Anything else in here? No. Okay. So then where do we go? Underworks. And Farfield. Ba-ba-bum. At least these are easy enough to find. I feel like I could have found them naturally without, you know, paying the guy, but... you know, makes it easier than hunting round for every little tiny little secret hole. Which means there's probably other places that I've missed as well. Why is there no travel to the underworks? Probably a lot of these secret little holes, and I look for them. But I guess in some areas, I haven't looked hard enough. Not this one. Yeah. Plus we got a double jump, which we might not have had before. We need to test for songs now as well. Because things can be hidden with songs. Okay. Think I know where this is. This is... There's a door over here that doesn't open. And I just... don't know how to get in there. So, we might be at a loss to how to get this one. But that's obviously just one gigantic flea, isn't he? Sounds like a monster, but clearly it's a flea. There's no way that it's just aggravated enough to get the door to open, right? That doesn't sound very happy, it doesn't. Sadly, I don't know how to open it. I don't... Actually, there's a flea in there and there's another flea to the left. There's two fleas here. Do you see that? There's one in there and another to the left. But this one I might at least be able to get. Down. You watch, this will lead all the way round to it somehow. This is... How have I not got this one? Ow. Was that meant to catch me? That's just sitting there for free. How did I not get that one? That one's crazy that I didn't get. You do. You know how to get it. Interesting. Also, there's another thing marked on the map. I guess that's a different area. I'll just go get the last one in the underworks. God damn it. So if I go to Randell Way and then travel through to that, that might get me close. Reaction to do you see there are two? Ah, hard to tell sometimes. It's like, which bits of what I said was it reacted to? Can't believe I missed that. That's crazy. Okay, so Grand Bellway. Ba-ba-ba. I can't help but feel that there might be a better thing. There's one in the underworks. There is one in the okay. Take this one to the underworks. The hardest part of being a streamer would not remember a thing. Definitely one of the hardest parts to being a streamer is remembering what you were saying and what was being responded to, for definite. This should take me, I believe, where I need to go. I mean, that's another hard part, you know, remembering the ways that you need to go in places you probably haven't been for months in the way that I play games. Definitely makes it a challenge. Okay. While maps are helpful to a degree, only a small degree. Okay, it's below me in that room. Don't want to deal with him. Dead ends. How is the flea below this? Because it is not. It's above the red thing that I marked before. That I saw the up part for. And I never went back because I wasn't sure if the double jump was going to get me over it. But obviously there's a flea there, but maybe again this one might be one that we can't do. Okay, there's nothing in here according to the map. Ow. Worst. Worst enemy ever. Okay, so now I need to go the long way around. Ow. How rude. Is there a bench in here? Is there a bench in here? There is a bench in here, apparently. A bench that I need to pay for. Temporary bench. Okay. Bench rested at. For safety. Okay. Going all the way around to the red thing. Ow. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, but we can probably climb with the double jump. I wasn't certain if the area that I wanted to go was able to be climbed with the double jump, which is why I never came back. Probably can. Considering they're trying to make me go that. Bench. It's another pay bench, but I'll do it. Bench tax. So who knows how hard this flea dog climb is going to be? Meh. Didn't realise we were so close to the bottom. Meh. Oh, come on, I click jump. Okay, well, we've lost 2 health, stupidly. Meh. I guess there's nothing up there. But this is also suspicious. Okay, well, if it's not here either, then I don't know where it is, because this looks like the most likely thing, because that's saw blades right there. There's no getting around that, unless there's some sneaky way through the side there that leads round. Like, I thought this might be some sort of climb, but turns out not. But there's still laughing people. That sounds like it's a secret area, and there's a big enough gap on the... Okay, there's not a big enough gap on the map, but that's even crazier because Bellheart extends up there, which means it's actually part of Bellheart, which makes sense because this is a big bell. Okay, so there's a whole big area of Bellheart and maybe even parts of Greymore that we haven't found. There's secrets there. Maybe this leads into Bellheart, maybe there's some other way in. Who knows? But that's where that flea is. I don't know how to get there. So, but there's some sneaky way to get to the guy. There's got to be some sneaky way to get to the guy for definite. New Lord of the Ring game. It's going to be made by Warhorse, by the Kingdom Come Games. Okay, sounds interesting. I didn't know about that. I think I might have heard something about a new Lord of the Rings movie that's supposedly, you know, not good, but yeah, sounds like it's going to be pretty bad. Some sneaky bit next year. Aha. I don't know about that one. I think the new one sounds like it might be pretty bad. You know, they're trying to add in all of the things that were missed out in the movies that were in the books, and like, you know, just be too drawn out and not very good, I don't think. So yeah, I think I might give that one a pass, but the game might be good. But as there's 2 fleas that I don't know how the hell do you get, and you know, I've been going for a while, I think I'm going to call it for a night there. I'm back on Friday with something else, so have a lovely rest of your week. So thank you to anyone that might have been watching and lurking, and thank you again, Jacob, for the game. Very, very much appreciated. I'll be back on... Actually, no, I won't necessarily be back on Friday. I might be back tomorrow reacting to some... thing. 007, it might not be 007, it might be Don't Starve with Other People. But, you know, if I can get 007 working, that'll be next week. Yeah, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye bye bye.